holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Check 31. 12. Check 13.
61. Match box.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They go with Chubb on second down. It's a foot race. 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Rosen on 1st and 10. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Rosen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Caught left side by Hilton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Locke. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Rosen to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running it here, Artis Payne. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and goal, Rosen. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, Mexico!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Love. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
A toss play to Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And the catch made by Hilton. 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rosen off the play action. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Comes to me, it's me.
To throw is Rosen. Going for it all. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
11.
They toss it left side to Chubb, powering forward, able to power through, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight like this.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A throw by Luck complete to his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A run for Nick Chubb. Muscles him off. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Brian Burns in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Blue draw quarters. He's coming. We got double.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Busts through the tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
Crawl. Hey, seam 6.
Now Luck on third and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's been a long day for you. Alert, alert, alert. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Now Rosen. And that's caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 50, Mike 80. Watch the slip.
Rosen will throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
675.
Check. Crunch. 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 Watch safety quick.
Chubb.
Safety quick.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now it's Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Love. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
And let's get the alert, alert, alert. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Go ahead.
Check 24, check 24.
Go.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brown right.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, alert 3. Check. Reggie.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Check out. 90.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass.
Throwing on 3rd down. Love. This is Johnson. He's got it. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Game situation. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught left side by Hilton. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their